All right, there's a few different ways of pulling out. All right, but the goal is to do it the safest way. All right, to where you know that the swing of the trailer is not going to hit over here, and of course you're not going to hit anything over here. So there's a few ways. Let's go ahead and just do your standard. Just drive perfectly straight. Now you're not giving a lot of room. Okay, you are not giving a lot of room at all. So the only thing that I think we have to miss is the front here. So I'm going to turn at the last second, and roughly around here. Okay, now what do we have to watch out for? We have to watch out for the swing of this trailer. All right. Now I do believe that it shouldn't hit. All right, but shouldn't isn't the right word you should be using. You should know it's not going to hit. But let's go ahead and just start turning anyway. All right. But the one thing we can do, all right, once you get to around here, is kind of open up the angle a little bit. Like open it up, meaning as in like start turning towards the center. All right, but we got to make sure we miss that wall. So I'm going to start slowly turning. All right. Now it looks like I am going to clip his mirror. Oh yeah, clipped it. All right, so how do we not clip that mirror? Let's go ahead and restart again. So here's how we're going to miss that mirror over here in this tight little area. All right, start pulling out slowly. Nice and slowly. I'm going to start turning now, just a little bit. All right, what's happening is I'm just bringing my trailer over, and it's bringing the angle over. It's actually going to create less of a swing. But now I'm going to straighten up. Okay, so now I'm actually in the direction of where I need to go. And of course, now when do we start turning? Roughly around a trailer or truck width. And let's try around now. Okay, so we're watching to the left. Obviously, we've lost everything on the right here. But we're definitely going to start straightening up once we have the option. All right, and then when we're completely out of the space, we'll be able to do whatever we want. Okay, we're completely out, and now we can drive on with our day with no accidents. Now this isn't your typical scenario really, okay? Now one thing you definitely do not do, I can't stress this enough, is that when you do pull forward, and there's actually two things you definitely don't do, but you don't go off to the right, just so you can clear everything on the left. Alright, because guess what? That swing is definitely going to catch. Alright, boom, done. Now another thing you got to take into consideration, let's say you pull all the way out, and you turn a little bit late. Okay? Let's say you don't start turning till now, because you're like, hey, you're not out of the space yet, so you can't turn. Remember, it all depends on the distance you have from here to here. All right, let's say, and you pull here, and then you stop, and you put it into, and you crank your steering wheel all the way to the right. You pack up, and then you try pull out again. Whoops, there we go. You know what's going to happen is that you've already created the swing that is going to be a lot greater than it originally was. All right, so as you can see, I definitely hit the there, and I'm going to have to call my company saying I got into an accident. There is quite a lot of spaces like this. You know, you just got to, you know, inch your way over, being very aware of your swing. Okay. And maybe getting out and looking. You know, maybe talk to the driver that you're parking next to and ask him if he's if he doesn't mind spotting for you. You know, it doesn't. I've never experienced a driver not help when asked, especially the guy you could be hitting. All right. So now we have our axles all the way back. Now this is a little bit of a different story. Now there is no swing. Whoops. So we can actually turn to the right now. We can maximize all the room to the right. Okay. Maximize it. But the one thing you got to worry about now is that your axles are way back here. So when you do make your turn, it's going to be a lot more harder to miss this guy. So actually, I think I might have turned a bit too soon. I need to maximize this a little bit more. So yeah, I'm going to turn roughly around here. I may not actually make this. Now, if I stop, like I'm going to have to stop because I'm going to hit that wall. So let's do that. Now we got to hug everything as wide as we can here. Okay. All right, let's just forgive me. I did actually scrape the wall. Let's just pretend I didn't for the whole educational purpose. Just don't go reporting me, okay? Now we got to keep it wide. We got to keep everything as wide as possible. All right, as wide as possible. Because the more wider it is, the more it follows. Of course, you were watching the entire time, and I just scraped the crap out of that bumper. Well, I wouldn't say the crap out of it, but I scraped it enough to where I got to report myself. All right, let's try it one more time. Axle's back. Let's zoom in a little bit more so I got more control. So I'm going to go ahead and just turn more. Whoops. Ugh. Come on, David. All right, now I'm driving straight. Okay, just driving straight. Whoops. And let's turn now. Hopefully, let's stop. I was going to turn the other direction. All right. Keeping it nice and wide. Every inch counts. Now, sometimes it is impossible with your axles all the way back to maneuver. And you know what? I think this is one of them. I didn't seem to slow down. Okay, I think I managed to get away with that. All right, but very, very, very difficult though. Okay, so in the other ones, the axles were all the way forward. This is at the 40-foot mark. I prefer to drive with my axles at the 40-foot mark because there's a lot less swing of the trailer when you do make your hard turn, and it is the bare minimum of legal when it comes to putting your axles all the way back. All right. In California, it's basically 40 foot between the center of the back axle and the fifth wheel. Okay, direct kingpin. Now, if I'm wrong, please leave a comment in the comment section. So, I'm just going to do a nice, simple, straight forward. All right, and I can start turning a little bit right now, just a little bit, just to kind of just getting it there, and hard left. All right. Watch what's happening. I can open it up a little bit if I want to. No swing. Cleared it, no problem. And on our way we go.